I should have known something was wrong when she looked at me the way she did that morning, like I wasn't even there. It was subtle, barely noticeable, but something in her eyes wasn't right. A flicker of irritation. Disinterest. I couldn't say for sure, but it stung in a way I couldn't explain. "Do you mind?" she asked, her voice colder than I'd ever heard it before, as I reached over to grab my coffee from the kitchen counter. I froze, my hand hovering just above the mug, suddenly feeling like I was intruding in my own home. "Sorry," I muttered, backing away. I thought I was overthinking it. Maybe she was tired. Maybe it was work. Life had been busy after all. But the more I thought about it, the more it gnawed at me. The distance between us had been growing for months, but I convinced myself that it was just a rough patch, something temporary. Relationships had them, didn't they? Then the words came. 1 week later, she dropped the bomb. "I don't think I need you anymore, James," Laura said, her voice level, almost detached. The words weren't angry or harsh. They were just final. She was looking at me like she was deciding whether or not she even cared enough to soften the blow. I blinked, feeling the world tilt under my feet. "What are you talking about?" Her lips pressed together in a thin line as she glanced away, clearly trying to maintain control. She couldn't look at me for long. She never could when she knew she was about to hurt me. "I'm serious," she continued, her words slow and deliberate. "I've been thinking about this for a while now. I don't want to be with you anymore." I felt something break inside me. It wasn't a loud crack, but more like the sound of a fragile piece of glass splintering quietly under pressure. "What do you mean? You want a divorce?" My voice barely escaped my throat, hoarse and weak, like the very air had been stolen from me. Laura nodded, not with remorse or sadness, but with the kind of resolution that made my stomach churn. "I think I've outgrown you, James. I'm tired of this life." She motioned vaguely around us, as though everything we'd built was no more than a house of cards. "I don't think you're the person I need anymore. I could find someone who understands me, who really sees me." The words felt like knives, each one cutting deeper than the last. The woman I loved, the woman I thought I knew, was standing there, as cold and indifferent as a stranger. And it dawned on me, she was already gone. Her body might still be here, but her heart, that had disappeared long ago. "I never thought I'd hear you say something like this," I whispered, my voice trembling. "I thought we were happy." "Happy?" she scoffed, shaking her head. "Happy doesn't make me feel like this anymore, James. Maybe you haven't noticed, but I've been unhappy for a while now." I didn't know how long we stood there. Minutes. Hours. It didn't matter. Everything felt numb. Eventually she left. She didn't scream or slam the door. It was quieter than that. She just walked out, leaving me to stare at the empty space she'd vacated. The next few days were a blur. I moved through them mechanically, pretending I wasn't falling apart. I checked my phone every 5 minutes, hoping for a message, a call, anything to indicate that this was all just a nightmare. But there was nothing. She'd made her decision. Then the texts started. The first one came on the 4th day after she left. "I'm sorry, I should have handled this better. I never meant to hurt you. I still care about you, but I just don't think we're right for each other anymore. Please don't try to contact me." The next one came a day later. "I'm seeing someone else now. He gets me in a way you never did." Each message felt like another punch to the gut. Every word she wrote made me question everything. Our years together, our history, our love. How could she just move on like that? How could she replace me so easily? But it was the last message that hit hardest. "I'm sorry. I made a mistake. I miss you, James. Need you. Please take me back." My heart twisted in ways I didn't think it could. This wasn't just an apology. It wasn't just regret. It was desperation. She wanted me back. And for a moment, part of me wanted to believe that maybe, just maybe, things could go back to the way they were. That this was all a mistake, a misunderstanding. But deep down I knew better. She had left me once. She had chosen someone else over me. And while part of me still wanted her in the most painful, desperate way, the other part of me, the part that had endured this betrayal, knew that the trust between us was gone. It had shattered the moment she walked out that door. So I did the hardest thing I'd ever done. I deleted the message. I turned off my phone. And I let her go. Because sometimes, letting go is the only thing that can save you from the pain of someone else's abandonment.